Joining me live is the former editor of the Courier Mail, Des Houghton. Des, great to see you. First of all, what's her legacy,
Good to see you too. She has a very mixed legacy, I think, Laura. Annastacia is the accidental premier who came in on a wave of discontent in 2015 when voters turned on Campbell Newman. But since then, she's had a very bad run. Not everything has gone Annastacia's way. Although she is personable enough herself, and voters seem to warm to her, her ministers, one after another, have presided over a series of disasters not seen before in this state. And slowly her popularity waned and people turned against her. In the last 4 or 5 polls, she's been in a downhill slide, and clearly it was time to go.
Yeah, but some of her detractors might have said it was time to go months ago. So what do you think was the tipping point here?
I think the tipping point was a series of backroom meetings in the last couple of days with Gary Bullock, the Labor heavyweight in the union movement here. He claims to control the numbers in Parliament and, you know, overwhelmingly support him. And he told her that he wanted a change. And apparently John Battams, the president of the party, also told her that she could not possibly win the next election. And 10 months out, it was the time for her to go so they could have enough time to install a replacement. And that's likely to be Stephen Miles.
Really? Why do you say that? Because certainly that was the endorsement that Annastacia Palaszczuk gave yesterday, and the opposition today have said, well, if it's Stephen Miles, great, because they feel like that's good for them and that is the best chance that they have of winning against Stephen Miles.
Yes, Stephen Miles, while he has the numbers in the party, I don't think he has the popular support in the community at all. The Courier Mail, when he first came to Parliament, nicknamed him Giggles because he was always laughing and rather shy of himself when he spoke in Parliament. He's over all that, but the nickname has stuck. Interestingly enough, the person who could be the more popular premier would be Shannon Fentiman, the health minister. She has a very stripy record as well. But I notice in a Courier Mail poll today, she's polling twice as many as Stephen Miles. So, you know, who knows? But it would be very messy and it would take weeks and weeks and weeks unless they decide on one person on Friday and go with that person. And at this stage, Miles clearly has the numbers. Fentiman's has counted the numbers behind the scenes and she hasn't got them.
Yeah, really interesting. So do you think those numbers have a potential to shift before Friday, or the factions locked in? I mean, I did think, you know, it did pique my interest, let's say, that I thought Annastacia Palaszczuk, she had the opportunity to endorse a female successor. She didn't choose to do that, but that's just kind of how factions work, right?
Yes, she has a lot of puppet masters behind the scenes, and they always do in the Labor Party. We don't know there. Will the numbers shift? Who knows? I mean, wouldn't you like to be a fly on the wall at some of the discussions that are going on? People, of course, claim to be in the left faction or the right faction, but if they think someone like Shannon Fentiman better serves their interests and will help them regain their seat. The survival is the most basic instinct in Parliament, so they will change their votes. Yes, I think you're quite right in suggesting that.
Yep. Having lived through a fair few leadership challenges in my time, one thing is true, and
we
will
miss
be
you in
true.
Queensland.
It will be true as well, right? Self-interest always wins, Des.
It does.
Yep, well, that's what we can guarantee this week. Des and I are guaranteeing nothing else. Good to chat to you, Des. We'll see you soon.
All the best.